Hi, Dr. Tracy Tyson. I'm a board certified general pediatrician, and I'm doing a series about the root cause of developmental delay in children. The first one we talked about is how negatively screen time under the age of 18 months can impact children's development. We've also started talking about nutrition and how important it is for your child to get the necessary nutrients during those formative years. The third thing we'll talk about is sleep, because sleep is super important. It's one of the four main things that we're going to talk about that can improve your child's development, and if we're not getting enough of it, it can actually lead to medical problems. So 35% of children in the United States are not getting enough sleep, meaning they are left unprotected against diseases like obesity, ADHD, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, neurological changes, as well as poor school performance. That's a lot of kids. So what are some things that we can do as parents to ensure that our kids get enough sleep, and how can this impact them in the long run? So first of all, children need varying amounts of sleep. So between the ages of 1 and 2, they need about 11 to 14 hours of sleep at night. This doesn't take into account nap times. Between the ages of 3 to 5, they need 10 to 13 hours a night of sleep. Between the ages of 6 to 13, they need 9 to 11 hours. Teenagers need 8 to 10, and I'll put these numbers down below. The point is, your child likely is needing more sleep than they are able to get. So what are some things that you can do as a parent to help instill better sleep in your child so you can prevent these complications, as well improve their cognitive health and neurological and school performance as they get older? The first thing is to prioritize your sleep yourself. Children are great mimickers, so they will mimic whatever we are doing as parents. So if we have poor sleep hygiene, likely our children are going to have poor sleep hygiene as well. What do we mean by sleep hygiene? Sleep hygiene means the routine that you follow that leads up to sleep. It needs to be consistent for children and adults, and it needs to be in a certain manner to allow the brain to calm down and know that it is time to go to sleep, especially during periods of development where children's brains are super active and it's hard to get them to calm down. They can't go 0 to 60. They can't be running, playing, laughing, joking, and then all of a sudden be able to go to sleep. Some kids can, but most of them can't. So some things that you can do is a really consistent bedtime routine as a family. Limit how much screens, turn them off at a certain time, have a bath at a certain time, make sure that you have some wind down time, read some books, read the same books, play some puzzles, sing some songs, have some calming, relaxing activity with your children. Sometimes a bedtime snack can help. Sometimes a glass of warm milk can help. A consistent bedtime space. So children need to sleep in the same place every single night. It doesn't necessarily matter where it is. Whatever works for your family is okay as long as your child is sleeping okay. But it's where, how, and when that is so important. So making sure that they get to bed early enough to get the recommended number of hours of sleep, depending on what time they need to get up, that they're going to bed with the same routine, and that they are going to bed in the same place every single night. That consistency leads to the brain feeling comfortable and relaxed and more likely to fall asleep. You feel free to move your child's naps around if you find that they're not getting the recommended number of hours of sleep at night, because that could also be contributing to a problem in younger kids. In older kids, again, set the expectation. If they're playing sports late, there's all these things that happen, and I certainly understand that. But when you think about what's most important for your child, if we're talking about this is one of the 4 root causes of developmental delay and cardiovascular risk in kids, this is really important. So make sure that you make this a priority in your family. If you're having trouble and you're trying all these things and they're not working, talk to your primary care provider. There may be more that we can do to assist. I hope this helps. Take care.